Fantasy. 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 Fantasy.
WAEN-FM Atlanta. This is Atlanta's new underground station. Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives. Streaming online at beatbreakradiofm.com.
Hey world, it's your man Precise, and I have great news. The Precise Music app is finally available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry through Amazon and other app stores. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z. Go get it for all things Precise. Powered by BlackVibes.com. I tried to put it off, but I can't. It's on me. Tried to blame the other man, but I can't. It's on me. Stay in tune. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z.
Career tips and info with Coach Mo, brought to you by ftsources.com. All right, guys, I know last week we spoke about LinkedIn profiles. Of course, it's the biggest platform in terms of social media, but it's a professional platform, guys. So we have to remember professional, not Facebook, not Twitter, not Instagram. LinkedIn is a whole nother level. So on LinkedIn, if you want to grab the attention of the hiring manager, you have to speak the language. So the tip for today is called headlining. Now, the spot right under the little area right under your name on LinkedIn, it gives you the opportunity to edit that. So you can put something like your name, Sean Garvey, and then underneath it, you would put a headline. Your headline can include anything from your title, your dream title, your profession, what you truly do that's really great, or perhaps it could just say something really fun and creative, like I am a web designer and I bleed content, something very creative. But it's totally up to you to catch and grasp the attention of whomever is viewing and reading your profile. So guys, be creative with that headline. Don't make it boring, and don't even forget about it altogether. Make sure you make a headline for your LinkedIn profile. Okay guys, this has been Career Tips and Info with Coach Mo. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Career Coach Mo, guys.
When it comes to hip hop,
Don't stop.
R&B, and talk radio, no one does it better than Beat Break 87 FM. The views and opinions expressed on this program does not necessarily reflect those of Beat Break 87 FM, Reach One Communications, volunteers, staff, and management of Studio 21 Media.
Who is she?
Who is this woman I keep hearing about?
Is she? Who is she?
The radio diva herself.
Oh my God, are you talking about?
That can't be.
Oh, yes, it is, girl.
Wait a minute, that is her. Yeah, that is her.
Oh my God.
D-Hill, everybody.
I have to call somebody. This is amazing.
I still can't believe it's her.
Can I get your autograph?
You ain't making me miss her show. Ain't nobody got time for that. D-Hill Radio Show with your host, D-Hill.
Keep up the good job, man. You guys are doing a great job. I hope you blow up and become syndicated.
Call in at 404-355-8699 or 1-866-923-2860. This is D-Hill.
Clap your hands.
With your host, D-Hill.
This is D-Hill.
Clap your hands.
With your host, D-Hill.
Now, here's your host, D-Hill.
DJ Rolo, and sitting in for the D-Hill Show. D-Hill is on a break for today. Hardworking lady on radio, D-Hill, as always. Yes, I will be introducing my special guest later on in the show. But right now, I definitely have a caller on the line right now because she has something that she would like to discuss on the D-Hill Show. Caller, give us your name, please.
Hello there. Hey there. I am Tracy Nicole Smalls.
All right. And we discussed a little earlier off the show. You said you had something you would like to discuss real quick. And what was that you would like to discuss?
Moving beyond life and life challenges and how that looks, how that plays out in each and every one of our lives, and just basically just dropping just a tad bit of nuggets to inform, everyone how that works, and that even in the midst of storms, they're usually to make beautiful stories. So we can just kind of elaborate on that and, take it from there. And I can, be as transparent as I possibly can just to kind of, set somebody free, whoever that may be.
Okay. Definitely. And we all definitely need to have that in our lives in one way or another, because some people may look at it one way and some people may look at it other ways and whatnot, because it's part of growth. And if you don't understand growth, then to me, you're lost. And you always grow to basically to the day you die. I don't care how old you are. And I don't care how perfect you think things are in your life. You always need some type of wisdom, some type of intellect to get to another level, because everybody wants to get there.
Absolutely. And to what degree and what channels each and every one of us take, it just really depends on the choices that we decide to make once, we hit those turbulent moments and those storms. Yeah, so that's absolutely so much the case. And, just to kind of be a little transparent, because basically with me, I have the gift of exhortation, which means to encourage and to counsel others. So I'm always that one, that bright light, that bubbly person that always sees the sun, the brighter side, even in the darkest moment. And, just to kind of, share, a little light on what I've been going through in the last, 3 months? Yeah. Pretty much post-surgery. I had surgery May the 3rd. It was a tumor that was removed from my thigh. I had to wait like 2 weeks, or was it 3, to go back to see the doctor to see what the pathologist found out about it. And lo and behold, it was a cancerous tumor. So I'm cancer-free, thank God. And I'm speaking, believing that it will not return ever again.
Right.
In the name of Jesus. So that experience itself could have left me, like, really just down and out and, like, just giving up on life. And before I even thought to do that, I immediately began to think of all the positivity and say, okay, it was cancer, it's removed, it's not coming back. I'm grateful that with this particular kind, I don't need radiation or chemotherapy. So, Tracy, keep pushing. The storm is just for a beautiful story and to set somebody free, because basically that's what life is all about for me. I mean, true enough, I cried. I was a little upset and sad, but, I didn't dwell in that. I just kicked down those high bottoms, those combat boots, and I kept it moving, and I'm still keeping it moving. Do I think about it some days? Of course. Do I think about dying? Of course. I'm human. But guess what? I came to the realization that, hey, one day we all got to die. So don't focus on that. Just continue to push forward, move towards your dreams, move towards your aspiration, and know that God got you. God got me, because he is indeed the captain. So, just being able to transition through storms. That's what life is all about, because some people just don't know how to. They don't have the nugget. They literally go into a deep, sense of depression. Some may even think or even commit suicide. It gets literally that serious. And it was even to the point when, I was going through all of this. And then maybe, 3-4 days before that, I lost my job. And I was like, oh, my God. And I said to myself again, okay, worst scenario, I lose my home, I lose my car. Okay, so what? Those are materialistic stuff. I can get those things back, and I can even get it greater when it comes back. But, so just to, shed a little light, just whatever, your storms may be, your turbulent moments, whatever they are, know that it's not going to be dark and cloudy forever.
Right.
Try to put that in the mindset, intellectually build upon the fact that one day, really soon, that sun is going to shine. It will. I mean, just like the sun rises in the morning and sets in the evening. Same thing in our life and our situations at some point. But in the midst, as we're going through life, is just being able to hold on. So I come to say, just, hold on. Everybody that's out there listening, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Don't ever, 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 ever give up, please.
Oh, yes, you definitely said it, because everybody is going through something, and either they post it or they hold it in. But make sure that you definitely understand that it will get better in some form or fashion. It will get better. It just have to have the patience and time, and whatnot, because it's going to get better. I mean, me personally, I know I went through my trials and tribulations. Do I discuss it? No, but some people that really do know me outside of the DJing and radio, oh, they definitely know. And they know how I'm getting through and how I stay up above the water, do what I got to do and everything and all that. So let me ask you this. Are you currently trying to have any upcoming events or anything dealing with public speaking or anything?
I do. In fact, I have created what you call the Castle Awards, which is a yearly. Well, it's going to be yearly, where I'm actually giving out awards to men in the community. There are going to be different categories that recognize men and how brilliant and how magnificent they are. That is black men and black fathers, just to paint a much nicer societal picture than the image that is portrayed. So I'm really, excited about this movement that I've created. And with the movement, I will be doing a monthly Castle Twister in the Atlanta area, where the highlight will be black men, black fathers, of course, where you all will just be pampered. It's going to be like a little twister mix and mingle. There are going to be door prizes for men. You guys will just be pampered, in other words. And the acronym actually stands for Creating Awareness, Supporting the Legendary Endeavors of Black Fathers and Black Men. So that is on the horizon, and I'm really excited about that.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much for that. And thank you for calling in and giving us that big light of that. And we appreciate you calling in, Miss Tracy Smalls.
You're welcome. You guys have a great evening. Be safe out there.
Thank you so much. And we have another caller. Okay, all right, caller. Can you tell us your name, please?
Yes, my name is Sharon Shea Thrasher,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to say to the previous caller, Miss Tracy, you are absolutely right, and I really appreciate that positive message, okay? And to you, the host,
I'm DJ Roland.
I called to thank you so very much for playing that song, starting the show out with just the two of us, because I personally dedicate that song to my son and my grandson.
Oh, no problem. Glad to do it for y'all.
Yes, I love them so very much, and every time I hear that song, it just it touches me.
All right, I'm glad you enjoyed that, and thank you for calling in, okay?
Okay, have a good show, and I'll keep listening.
Thank you. All right, now we're going to get into a couple hot topics because I know some things just been happening this week, but something that, I definitely want to discuss that I know all of us think about this. Everybody thinks about money, and that's a daily thing that everybody thinks about is money. And for a brief moment, we had a change of the richest person in the world, believe it or not. Yes, it may sound boring, but it's the truth. Yes, it wasn't Bill Gates for about 5 hours. It's not Bill Gates for about 5 hours, and it was considered that as of yesterday. And the name is Jeff Bezos. And who's Jeff Bezos? He is the CEO of Amazon, and I know everybody knows what Amazon is. So you have ordered things, you've seen job posts about becoming an employee of Amazon. Yes, the CEO of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, was the richest man in the world. And by some miscalculations, he lost that title. Wow. So right now I believe it's still back on Bill Gates, and he's supposed to be worth, according to the sources, $90 billion. $90 billion. What would you do, producer, with $90 billion?
Not have a money care in the world. Things around me would definitely be taken care of.
And then some.
Oh yes. And like I say, far as financial things in my life, definitely wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, so on the topic of money, real quick, if you were the richest person in the world, so you tell me you would be would you have any trouble? Would you have any problems or anything by being the richest person in the world? Would you think?
Oh yeah, you're gonna have problems.
Such as what? What kind of small problems you can think of that you would probably? I would tell you something in just a second, though. But what would you have?
I mean, I have kids, so I'm gonna still have kid problems. I mean, you're gonna have them kid problems. This kid still ain't gonna want to do what you tell him to do. He ain't still gonna want to take the trash out if you tell him to take the trash out.
Oh, man, you getting butlers and maids to do that.
Well, see, and that might be the problem. He might look at me and say, Daddy, we have a butler and a maid. But no, son, I need you to know how to take this trash out. Because what if you are not as good with your money as I was? And you may have to take out your trash.
Right.
So some of this stuff I need you to know how to do. Or I'm going to have and then I'm single. So if I'm single,
you know you ain't going to be single that long, man.
I hope to be.
With $90 billion, you think you're going to be single, man?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm going to have a few homes.
You're going to have a few homes?
I'm going to have a few homes.
With some other folks up in there.
But yes, I'm going to have a few homes. And those are going to be some problems.
Going to be some problems.
Yeah, so you're going to have some other problems. But I ain't going to have to worry about what my bank account look like.
Right. Okay, I'm going to say a little bit on mine. I definitely can piggyback on what you're saying. Yes, telling my son to take out the trash and, doing some chores around the house, things like that, making sure you're getting good grades. Just because you get an allowance or something does not mean you pay somebody to do the work for you. You have to learn yourself and put it in your head and whatnot. Let's see what else. Now, yeah, would I have some houses? Yeah, but my thing is this: I'm like, how can I own the insurance companies? That's what I want to do. That's like forever money, beyond forever. But all that money, I'm gonna make sure I own certain insurance companies and whatnot to make sure that certain things are taken care of beyond what is already present and in the next 20 years. I want to put in something for that will last 100 years on paper to make sure that everybody beyond great grandkids are taken care of. But you have to do certain things to get a certain amount of money. That's why I would do it. That's how I would DJ Roland would do it and his family. That's how I would do it. Now, going to the next topic. Oh, man. Speaking of money, and some people just don't think about if they have the means, they just do what they want. And what I'm talking about this particular person is Julio Jones, wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons. It's training camp time, and he's still enjoying his time. And here he lives in the Atlanta, Georgia area, and he was out doing his thing out in Lake Lanier. And most athletes and even other celebrities, they have very expensive jewelry. So I'm like, okay, you have expensive jewelry, that's fine. You can show it off, whatever. But there's certain things you're supposed to do with your jewelry before you do something that is fun. And that is definitely water skiing, something dealing with water or whatever the case may be. So to the topic of Julio Jones, he was doing some kind of water sport and lost an earring. One earring. And one earring is considered to be worth $100,000. $100,000 he happened to lose while he was water skiing up at Lake Lanier. So with his money, he got a crew, a diving crew, paid for that to help look for for that earring in Lake Lanier. So I'm like, okay, you already paid for $100,000 earring, not earrings, earring, lost it in the water, pay a diving team to look for it. So a diving team is going to consist of at least 3 to 5 folks, as if they told the truth, if they did find it. But they say they didn't find it. And that's at the bottom somewhere in Lake Lanier. God forbid, I hope we don't have another drought that you could probably find it then, but but definitely cannot have that. I'm like, really, why in the world would you do that? But that's what people do with money these days. Oh, we got another caller calling in. Caller, can I have your name, please?
Hi, good evening. This is Avery.
Hey, Avery, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. You remember in '94 a guy named Ron Gant? Does that name?
Yeah.
You know what he did, right?
He was for the Braves.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And he broke his leg while riding a motorcycle. He missed a chance of getting his ring.
Oh, yeah, that's
Remember
right.
that year?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that year, '94.
Uh-huh.
And he's probably kicking himself today right now. I said, man, you could have got your ring, but you want to act a darn fool and ride. Come on, man. There's certain things you just don't be doing. You know, your priority. I mean, I understand you want to have fun. You want to do things and stuff like that on your free time. Nobody can tell you what you can do on your free time. But come on, you missed the opportunity. That's an opportunity of a lifetime that you could have got a ring, and you never got it. You never got your ring. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because basically with that particular story, not to cut you off, but basically with that story is that when he broke his leg, he definitely got cut from the Braves. And I think he went to St. Louis or something like that.
No, he went to Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Okay.
Yeah, because they won their ring in '92, and he thought they was gonna do it again. But no, he blew that opportunity right then and there. And that's why I was telling about this guy, Julio Jones. I mean, I understand that this is your free time. Nobody can tell you what you do, but come on, man, you don't do no mess like that, man. You could have got killed. You're one of the top wide receivers in the NFL, and he hit one of those buoys. You know those buoys, floating buoys they got out there. I know what by the buoy because I was in the Navy. I know what those buoys do. They tell you the level of water and stuff, and the size of lights and stuff. So he got hit by one of those, and man, you could have got killed, man. I mean, you could have died out there in Lake Lanier.
Man.
But you acting a fool, and then you lose a piece of jewelry. Come on, you ain't supposed to be wearing that stuff when you out there in water. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I
why
absolutely
would you spend
agree.
that kind of money? Why would you want to spend that kind of money on jewelry? And you could have took that money and got you some houses and got you some apartments. Or did something that has some extreme value.
Right. I absolutely agree with you on that. I mean, definitely could have been done something with that. But like I said, some people may do that with money. I still like Julio Jones. I don't love any athletes. I appreciate what they do and entertain us and all that. But, you know, there's certain things you just should be doing that makes sense. And that was not a sensible decision he made at that time.
Yeah.
Man, hold on. I got a question for both of y'all.
Okay.
Now look at him. You mean to tell me you sitting on $50-60 million, you ain't gonna do something dumb somewhere with your money?
I don't gonna do something dumb.
Okay, so for him to buy $150,000 earring, that might be one of his dumb.
It's just a lot of money. That's all I'm saying. If it was 10,000, it would be a different story.
I said, we can't fathom it because we ain't in that tax bracket.
Right.
He's in that 1% tax bracket where that 150 might not be nothing for him.
Right.
And plus, he just re-signed a brand new contract a few years ago. Mm-hmm. So say he waited till he got that contract to get that money. Because I'm here to tell you, I'm sitting on the conversation we just previously had about being the richest man. I'm going to have some retarded stuff that you're going to be like, man, what in the world is he? But everything else going to be taken care of. So,
right.
Remember Daniel Snyder?
Who?
Yeah, Daniel Snyder. You know when the Atlanta Thrashers, the hockey team.
Okay.
Yeah, he drove his I think he drove his Ferrari. I think he drove the Frau Lennox Road and killed his teammate. He was the hockey.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Guy. I mean, come on, man. What are you guys thinking of? I mean, you know, yeah, you make a lot of money, man, but you know, what is it? Common sense not common no more. Come on, folks. I mean, certain things you don't need. Probably don't need to know what you're doing when you're off on your free time. But I think he was drunk. Personally, I think he was drunk when he was speeding down Lennox Road and killed one of his teammates. And it's crazy. But yeah, thank you for taking my call. You have a good night.
All right, thank you very much, Avery. Yeah, man, the money thing. Woo, it is something powerful, man. Just trying to try. Even if you don't have any money, try to make the right decisions and whatnot so you won't looked upon like, dang, did I really do that? So don't try to have that too many of those type of questions in your life. And we still leading on money, even though it's not as much, but someone's getting a new job. Who? OJ. Yes. OJ Simpson is getting a job when he gets released. Supposed to be released from prison on October 1st. And a person in Nevada is actually asking him to work for him. I didn't get the actual person's name, but the person's name, he runs the Bunny Ranch. And if you remember, some of us around the ages of mid-30s to mid-40s, there was a show on HBO about the Bunny Ranch. And that's out in Nevada, and that's a explicit place for pleasure, I would say.
A brothel house.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'm trying to keep it clean. So that's who called for OJ to be. Now, guess what? Like, what in the world would he ask OJ to do? And this is the funny part. The funny part is that, you know, everyone in the world, especially if you listen to this show, everyone has been to Walmart and has seen a greeter. He or she usually greets you and say, welcome to Walmart, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And they usually are over the age of 65. You usually don't see young greeters. You usually see pretty much elderly greeters. So since OJ is considered as an elderly person, this guy's asking OJ to become a greeter at the Bunny Ranch. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like, come there to do their thing, and he's going to greet them. I'm sorry, that is funny to me. But at least he's working because, according to the sources, he is still getting paid from the NFL of his pension, and his pension is not really that great because he still has to pay the civil lawsuit from the. He doesn't have to pay that.
They don't. That money cannot be touched by the civil lawsuit.
That money can't from his pension from the NFL.
No,
it cannot be touched.
No. So OJ got, if I remember correctly, he got $2 million waiting on him when he get out, at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to, and they trying to collect on that then, right?
No. They can't touch that.
They can't touch that.
They can't touch that because that's from his pension.
That's from his pension.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's been sitting and waiting on him for 9 years.
Okay.
So,
let me ask you this: did it accrue any interest?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the NFL sat it in a bank for him. That's how it's doing. But he got 9 years worth of. I think he gets $225,000 a month.
Oh, okay, because all that accrued all that time.
Yeah.
Wow.
And no, the Goldmans
can't touch that. And I know they're mad too. They can't touch it and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, so I guess whatever money he makes at that, if he accepts that position as a greeter, I wonder what kind of tips he will be getting. If he does get any tips at the Bunny Ranch in Nevada. I'm like, if you're interested, especially men, if you have the money like Julio Jones and Bill Gates, definitely go out to what's the city? Mound House, Nevada is where the place is located. If you want to go do a little exploring in Nevada, outside of Las Vegas. It is not, I think it's about a couple hours from Las Vegas. So if you were in exploring and have that type of money and want to do that and single, or if you want to be like that and be in a relationship and try something new, go out to Mount House, Nevada and see if OJ is out there as a greeter. Oh, man. Okay, now I'm going to take a music break and we'll be right back.
Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives. The best part of waking up isn't Folgers. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Start your morning off right with Sean Garvey and the crew on BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Hey world, it's your man Precise, and I have great news. The Precise Music app is finally available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry through Amazon and other app stores. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z. Go get it for all things Precise. Powered by BlackVibes.com. I tried to put it off, but I can't. It's on me. Tried to blame the other man, but I can't. It's on me. Stay in tune. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, and click Submit. BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
Listen to Beat Break 87 FM on the go. Download the Beat Break 87 FM app from the app marketplace, including Amazon, Google Play, and the App Store. View photos, videos, and Beat Break 87 shows on your mobile device. Download the Beat Break 87 FM app now for free.
Career tips and info with Coach Mo is brought to you by ftsources.com. Hey guys, so we have been talking about LinkedIn every week to help you guys with your interviewing and job searching needs. Well, today I want to talk about interview etiquette and how you can be successful. So really quickly, here's a great tip for interviewing, especially in person. So if you're interviewing in person, guys, the first and foremost thing you want to do is make sure you do your research. Research the hiring manager and the company that you're going to be interviewing with prior to your interview, guys. Make sure you're researching them on LinkedIn. Look at their Facebook page. See, the whole point of research is not just for information that you keep to yourself, but it's for information for you to get to know that person and create a rapport. For example, you may find out through research on Facebook and LinkedIn that this person really likes the same football team that you like, or maybe perhaps even went to college that you went to, or perhaps a college that that your family went to. Either way, whatever the connection is, make sure you make that connection known and build a rapport during the interview. That's the whole purpose of gaining the intel, to be able to use it for your advantage. All right, guys, that is the tip for today. Research the hiring manager, find out as much as you can about him, and connect with him on the interview. The great thing about interviews is each person is a person. They're human, guys. So humans deal with emotion, and how emotional or connecting could it be if they end up finding something that they're connected with, or perhaps they are familiar with. They'll always remember that person that stated, hey, I loved Clark Atlanta University, or I loved Morehouse, or I really enjoyed my time at Spelman. How great would that be for them to remember you because you went to the school that they went to as well? Either way, however you decide to connect with the hiring manager, just make a lasting impression and be true to yourself during the interview. I have way more tips and tricks for interview etiquette, but we'll wait till next time to get into that. For now, that was Career Tips and Info with Coach Mo on the Beat Break Morning Show. Follow me on Instagram. Come on, guys, make sure you follow me, Career Coach Mo.
What's up, ATL? Make sure that you check out the D Hill Radio Show on Beat Break 87 and BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Wake up weekday mornings to the Beat Break Morning Show, 6 a.m. to 12 noon. And nod your head in bed to the 360 Mix Show, 6 p.m. to midnight. Weeknights on Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives.
All right. We're back on the D Hill Show. DJ Rolla, I'm representing for the D Hill Show. She's taking a little break right now, doing her thing. And I'm going to talk about something else right now. It's called to me, it's called confidence. And everybody's going to have their different levels of confidence of asking certain questions, doing certain things and whatnot. And this is part of another hot topic, but it gets you to think, though. Even when you're a celebrity, sometimes your confidence may not be up to par. Yes, even celebrities go through that. And I'm going to tell you what's going on. Trey Songz reached out to Halle Berry for a date or for a get-together. But the way he did it was through social media, where whoever's following her and him can see he reached out to her. And I'm like, you trying to tell me you don't have enough confidence in yourself to get in contact with her outside of social media? See, that's a confidence barrier right there. You don't have enough confidence because you're Trey Songz and she knows who you are, but you're going to reach out to her for a date or a hookup or something to get something like that? Come on now. Really? I can't believe this. I mean, I know I have and sometimes still do have some confidence barriers that go on, but I'm not going to reach out to social media to do that. Because if anyone who's following me and see how I post and then see how she posts and whatnot, because you tagged her name in whatever you did. Doesn't matter which outlet of social media you used her name. So everyone saw that. That's how the news got broken, by me speaking about it. So, Mr. Producer, how is your confidence level? Would you have done anything like that if you were on that type of level? You're a celebrity and you want to get with someone, a particular female and whatnot. I know Halle Berry is very beautiful and she's been one of the top black beautiful women in the world for so many years. But would you have done it like that?
No, I don't fool with much personal stuff on social media.
Right.
Irregardless.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, I don't need likes to feel good about myself.
Mm-hmm.
And Trey Songz should be at a position in his life, where he can have one of his people
Right.
reach out to one of her people,
Right.
and be able to get a direct contact with Halle Berry.
Exactly. He's a celebrity. He has the connections to do that.
Yes.
But why would you do that?
To me, is one of those like things. If the world see me trying to hit on Halle Berry, I'm gonna get these likes and I can feel good about myself. Which, like I say, is to me is a, like you say, a confidence thing. He misses something that, to me, anybody who lived their life over social media is missing something. That's just to me. That's just how I feel.
Okay. On that note right there, so you trying to tell me basically when people post a lot all day, every so many minutes and whatnot, they are looking for attention? Is that?
I think it, and to me, that's what it is. Because, well, if you, the people that's posting a lot of personal stuff, like stuff for likes, I mean, because I know there's some people whose jobs is to do all that, and they post and they do it, and I get it. Okay, cool. But if you just posting nonsense stuff just to see how many likes you can get, because there has been cases proven that if you a lot of people who are posting all these posts and they ain't getting the likes, they get depressed.
Whew.
So, like I say, I'm a Facebook guy, and I post different things on Facebook, but I'm not posting nothing so personal, or you would not be able to know me through social media. You won't get to know nothing personal about me through social media. Anything I put out there is some generic mess, and because I just don't feel that I need to lead my life through social media.
Yeah, I got you on that, because I hear what you're saying about that, and I'm basically the same way. Basically, if it's not dealing with some type of radio entertainment, me DJing at a particular spot, and then if something that makes you think a little bit, that's when I'll post. But posting random stuff just because I'm upset, I ain't like that driver in front of me. I heard something at my job that was so funny, I'm going to post. Or some family member says something that, like, man, I'm going to post that. Nah, 9 times out of 10, I ain't going to even post it. Because, I mean, it's not me. Because it's funny, it's something makes you, but if it makes you think is one thing, I'll post that. But more likely, I'm an entertainer. That's what I do as my side thing. I'm an entertainer, and that's why I'm going to show you how I entertain. That's what I do. Now, a person going to the next topic for tonight is a person who is trying to put out something of his belief, but he's putting that to the side because he needs to find a job, just like how OJ is. Colin Kaepernick, I'm sorry. From a former quarterback for the 49ers, has a possible landing spot. It's not signed yet, but guess who wants to sign him of all people? The Baltimore Ravens are looking at Colin Kaepernick as a possible backup quarterback for the upcoming season. It's not in stone as of I think earlier today. I think I saw on a post up from one of the sports, or it's called The Score. They said that they're now in talks of money, what he should get. And whatever he gets, he needs to be happy, because no one else is really looking at him. A place I thought he would have probably gone to, because RG3, Ralph Griffin III, is not playing for the Browns anymore. I thought the Browns would possibly want to pick him up, but there was no talks in that. So I'm like, the Ravens have been the only one recently in the past 2 weeks to discuss a possible contract. And I'm like, if they say he just gets $1.5 million, he better just take it and call it a day.
Man, that's well, actually they didn't sign him. They ended up signing a quarterback who played in the Arena Football League last year. They signed him instead of signing Colin Kaepernick.
But it's still, I mean, I heard about that one too. Even though they did sign him, I did see some more posts about that. They still say they're still interested in him. So that doesn't mean he can be the fourth person behind. That's why I said if he gets like 1.5 as a contract, he better take it.
The NFL is full of ish. Colin Kaepernick is better than half your starting quarterbacks in the league right now.
I agree.
He is definitely better than every backup, the number two quarterbacks on possibly every team right now.
Mm-hmm.
He is definitely better than a few, most of the quarterbacks that has signed these last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
One in particular, Fitzpatrick and Blaine Gabbert, who were two of the worst quarterbacks in the league last year.
Okay, yeah, and I heard about that as well, and I'm like, why not? I'm like, gee. But to me, he definitely needs to be signed by the Ravens and call it a day. And just, I don't know if that's going to be in talks about his personal issues with the Star Spangled Banner or the national anthem or whatever the case may be. I hope that's not in the talks with the contract. I hope he can still be freely to do that because he is an American. We are in the quote-unquote United States of America, just DJ Rowland's perception on that. But right now, it is that time to introduce my special guest. This is his first actual radio debut, and I definitely I am so proud to say this, and he knows I am. He knows I'm proud of him, and he's proud of himself. He has accomplished a lot of things in his life, in his short life, I would say, and he has a lot of big dreams and big goals he wants to accomplish. And I would like to introduce, when you want to call you by your DJ name or by your whole name?
My name.
Your name, as you heard him. I would like to introduce my son, Sean Townsend. Welcome, Sean Townsend, coming to the D Hill Show.
Hi.
I know you're listening to the show and everything, and this is going to our last hot topic for the day. It's back to school time. Are you? Oh, that tells me you're not ready.
No, it's just all the academics and stuff. Like I got used to summer.
You got used to summer?
I got too used to summer.
That's the whole point. That's why you got to go back.
Yeah. It's not fair.
What? Come on now. Really?
Yes.
That summer supposed to last forever?
It should.
Then how are you supposed to get to your goals if you have the summer? The way you did this summer, how in the world can you get to your goals the way you would like to academically?
Summer school?
Okay, I ain't going to even comment on that. I'm not going to comment on that. So, yes, back to school time, at least for the Metro Atlanta area. Certain schools do start on Monday, such as Cobb County on Monday, which is, I cannot believe it. It's still in July, because Monday is July 31st, last day of the month of July, and they have to go back to school. And it's not a year-round school. This is regular school, and they start on July 31st, which is wild. And Sean, you start when?
I start August 2nd. That's a Wednesday, right?
And that's a Wednesday. Whew. Wow. And basically, by the sound of your voice, you are not ready. But let me ask you this. What goals, even though you had a great summer, and we discussed this, of course, and I know you discussed this with other family members and friends, what particular goals are you trying to attain this year?
I am trying to get to next grade, obviously, but
right.
I'm trying to exceed the expectations that my teachers are see of me. Like, I am not the best student. I get A's and B's, 1 C per year, but I want to make that all A's and B's, or try to hit only A's.
That's still good. That's still an awesome goal to reach now. That's still an awesome goal and whatnot. Is there, with that in mind, is there a particular subject that you like, that you want to exceed at this year? That was either, let me rephrase the question. 2 things. Is there a particular class that you want to excel in? This is your last year, In school. What school do you attend now?
Wesley International Academy.
Okay. The question, these two questions, what particular class you would like to excel in that you weren't doing, you tried your best, but you want to do a whole lot better, and what class or classes excite you the most? So let's answer the first one. What class would you like to excel first?
It would be math.
It would be math.
Yes, because like a lot of adults know this and kids nowadays, it's so complicated.
It's so complicated.
Like after algebra, like I was good with pre-algebra and algebra, but now my school is like doing like high school stuff, so I have to learn 9th grade stuff while I'm in 8th grade.
Well, that's what it's turning out to be now, is doing that type of stuff. Okay, so that's a good goal. You want to do better with math. And what is your favorite subject, or what's your favorite class you would like to attend, and because you excel so well at it?
Like a regular class or anything.
How about we focus on the school for right now?
Okay, science.
Science. Okay. All right. Is there a particular reason why you like science?
It's because there's so many things undiscovered and discovered that really fascinate me.
Oh, okay. All right, because the show is about to end real soon, and I really appreciate you being on the show today. And I know we discussed this, and some family members know this, but tell the D Hill Show listeners, what do you want to do after you graduate from high school?
I want to go to SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design, for 4 years to get my degree in graphic design.
And what is a graphic design? Because some folks don't know what that is.
It's basically logos for companies and murals you see on this in Atlanta. So,
on walls and stuff, those type of paintings.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And what else specifically, what do you do right now to become a great graphic designer? Because you do it as your spare time, as your little hobby. What do you do with that?
I do YouTube.
What about YouTube?
I do gaming videos, and I talk about superheroes, and that's really it. But doing YouTube has really taught me how to be a better graphic designer, because when I started, I didn't know how to do anything with Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
Except copy and paste, but that's it.
So now with that, by you learning what YouTube has brought to your attention, or what you can do, what do you do with you have a YouTube page?
Yes.
And what's your YouTube page?
It's called Nerdish Gamers, uppercase NERDISH, uppercase GAMERS.
Okay. And by you having a particular YouTube page, what do you present to your audience?
I talk about gaming, Marvel Comics, and DC Comics, because I'm a big nerd.
You're a big nerd on that.
Yeah.
And have your friends come to you for assistance with your skill level?
Multiple times.
Multiple times. Such as what?
With editing. Because when they first started YouTube, they thought they just record and just slap it on YouTube. That's what I did at first. But you have to make quality content. It doesn't matter how many videos you have on YouTube. It just matters how good they are.
How good they are.
Yeah, so it takes a long time to edit. Well, if you don't know how to. But it's really complicated.
It's really complicated.
Really complicated.
Okay. All right. So with all that said, I think graphic designers make a lot of money, don't they?
Yes.
Such as what?
Last time I checked, a newcomer graphic designer makes $5,000 a year.
5,000?
500,000.
500,000.
No, 50. I keep messing up with the zeros.
Okay, that's why we got to work on the math, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's work on the math. All right, so basically the average salary starting salary is $50,000.
Yes, that's when I checked when I was in 5th grade.
That was when you checked when you were in 5th grade. So
now I'm in 8th grade.
Now you're in 8th grade. So basically, salaries usually increase. So that was 3 years ago?
Yeah.
3 years ago. So right now it's probably towards the low to mid 50s now. It didn't go a lot. It didn't go like no 10 grand or anything. But it's probably in the low to mid 50s right now. And why you want to choose SCAD as your college of preference?
Because because it's one of the best art colleges in the world, and it's in Georgia, so it's close to family too.
Okay.
Also, I did a tour earlier this summer, and the college is so whimsical, so artistic. You see so many cool things. So, SCAD actually, 2 college students from SCAD actually created the Disney movie Zootopia, which it was, well, I think it was okay. Like, some people might think it's better than any other Disney movie, but I just like SCAD because it can bring so many imaginative things to your head.
Okay. And believe it or not, and I just saw this on a news report that SCAD was part of some art designs in the new Georgia stadium. At the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, they had some SCAD graphics or SCAD art that is placed in the stadium.
Wow.
Yes. I just saw that. I'm like, wow. And then I think it was some movies. I can't think of the movies that SCAD was part of recently. And one of them was actually nominated for an Academy Award. I just can't remember which one that is. I remember hearing that during the tour. All right. So our show is about to end real soon. So tell us about your, so people can start subscribing to your YouTube page. What is your YouTube page again?
Nerdish Gamers. Me and my friend run it. Is uppercase NERDISH, uppercase GAMERS.
And you can definitely, by subscribing to that page, you can learn about a particular game that you have posted.
Yes. You
All
can
right.
learn about DC Comics and Marvel Comics and all that type of stuff.
All right. Y'all heard it first here on the D Hill Show. Sean Townsend definitely has his thing going on. He wants to become a graphic designer. He wants to go to SCAD. What's SCAD stand for again?
Savannah College of Art and Design.
All right. That's here in Atlanta. The main campus is in Savannah, Georgia. And they have 2 other campuses located in, do you remember?
Hong Kong and France.
See, world-renowned school. Awesome to hear and whatnot. And definitely, if you want to get with him, you definitely go to his YouTube page. And also, if you want to have him answer any of your particular questions about graphic design, you can definitely reach out to me at DJ Rollum on Twitter and Instagram. And definitely follow me, become friends with me, and I'll give you a good deal on Facebook, DJ Rollum Townsend. Go from there and all that, and that's basically it. And I will let you know if I'm heading out of town, because I do have another tour coming up starting next week. I should be back here next week, but if not, you'll definitely know through social media where DJ Rollum Townsend is heading to next. And I just want to thank you for coming to and listening to the D Hill Show, featuring me, DJ Rollum, and my special guest, Sean Townsend, and our producer from chiming in on our hot topics. So y'all have a great night. Peace.
Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives. The best part of waking up isn't Folgers. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Start your morning off right with Sean Garvey and the crew on BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Hey world, it's your man Precise, and I have great news. The Precise Music app is finally available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry through Amazon and other app stores. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z. Go get it for all things Precise. Powered by BlackVibes.com. I tried to put it off, but I can't. It's on me. Tried to blame the other man, but I can't. It's on me. Stay in tune. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, and click Submit. BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
Listen to Beat Break 87 FM on the go. Download the Beat Break 87 FM app from the app marketplace, including Amazon, Google Play, and the App Store. View photos, videos, and Beat Break 87 shows on your mobile device. Download the Beat Break 87 FM app now for free.
Career tips and info with Coach Mo is brought to you by ftsources.com. Hey guys, so we have been talking about LinkedIn every week to help you guys with your interviewing and job searching needs. Well, today I want to talk about interview etiquette and how you can be successful. So really quickly, here's a great tip for interviewing, especially in person. So if you're interviewing in person, guys, the first and foremost thing you want to do is make sure you do your research. Research the hiring manager and the company that you're going to be interviewing with prior to your interview, guys. Make sure you're researching them on LinkedIn. Look at their Facebook page. See, the whole point of research is not just for information that you keep to yourself, but it's for information for you to get to know that person and create a rapport. For example, you may find out through research on Facebook and LinkedIn that this person really likes the same football team that you like, or maybe perhaps even went to college that you went to, or perhaps a college that your family went to. Either way, whatever the connection is, make sure you make that connection known and build a rapport during the interview. That's the whole purpose of gaining the intel, to be able to use it for your advantage. All right, guys, that is the tip for today. Research the hiring manager, find out as much as you can about him, and connect with him on the interview. The great thing about interviews is each person is a person. They're human, guys. So humans deal with emotion, and how emotional or connecting could it be if they end up finding something that they're connected with, or perhaps they are familiar with. They'll always remember that person that stated, hey, I loved Clark Atlanta University, or I loved Morehouse, or I really enjoyed my time at Spelman. How great would that be for them to remember you because you went to the school that they went to as well? Either way, however you decide to connect with the hiring manager, just make a lasting impression and be true to yourself during the interview. I have way more tips and tricks for interview etiquette, but we'll wait till next time to get into that. For now, that was Career Tips and Info with Coach Mo on the Beat Break Morning Show. Follow me on Instagram. Come on, guys, make sure you follow me, Career Coach Mo.
What's up, ATL? Make sure that you check out the D Hill Radio Show on Beat Break 87 and BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Wake up weekday mornings to the Beat Break Morning Show, 6 a.m. to 12 noon. And nod your head in bed to the 360 Mix Show, 6 p.m. to midnight. Weeknights on Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives.